He's received every top honor in the restaurant world, many of them more than once. Thomas Keller lives up to the accolade of being awarded the best chef in America. With Bouchon Bistro celebrating 10 years at the Venetian, Chef Keller talks with us about his French bistro and his undeniable passion for food.
France has always been, for me, has been, the home of great cooking. Everything about their culture revolves around food, and I love that. Bouchon is a very casual restaurant. It's about being comfortable with your surroundings. It's about being comfortable with the food that you're ordering because you have those reference points, you recognize it. And I think that's, for me, what a true French bistro is about. We are kind of in a little hideaway, a little out of the way kind of place. You have to kind of search it out like you would, that little bistro, on that small street in the Marais in Paris, right? It's not something that's in your face. So those individuals that want to come here and again, get away for those occasional times when they don't want to be, in all that energy of what is typically Las Vegas, it's kind of a little bit of a refuge for them. And that's one of the reasons that we love being here. Walking into this restaurant, I think it's a magnificent restaurant. Physically, I think you have those connections to France. You automatically feel transported. And I think that's a beautiful feeling right away. The thing I love about a French bistro is those reference points to the dishes. The roasted chicken is one of my all-time favorite dishes because I have so many reference points, so many memories. When I think about all those wonderful roasted chickens I've had throughout my life, whether it was in France, whether it was in Spain, whether it was, at home, whether it was at a friend's restaurant, and it doesn't necessarily have to be French, but it's a roasted chicken. And that signifies, for me, a real foundation of food and memories and quality. I mean, the aroma, the texture, the flavor. I mean, the image of it. It's just such I'm so connected by that.
No French bistro menu would be complete without mussels.
Mussels are fascinating when you think about it. I mean, it's one of those dishes that have been served in bistros, in France for ages. But at the end of the day, it's about a simple, poached mussel and making sure that we get the little French boucher mussels, and they're not the big mussels, but boucher mussels are small, just as they would serve in France.
Stick around for more with Chef Keller, including the famed Bouchon lemon tart. And later, it's Buddy V's for dishes from the Cake Boss's family recipes when we return. We're back with Atlanta Eats on the road at the fabulous Venetian in Las Vegas.
Pâté de campagne. Here at Bouchon, it's one of our, I don't want to say one of our signature dishes, but one of those dishes that really represents the heart of France. Served with a little cornichon, which are the little baby gherkins or pickles, some real strong French mustard, a toasted baguette. What's more perfect than that? The salmon is one of those classic dishes, and we think about salmon today as really kind of a basic for healthy eating. It's a protein that marries so well with so many different things. I mean, you can elevate it to a luxurious status by adding black truffles, with salmon. You can take it down to a more modest level by serving it with a cassoulet of white beans, for example. Each one of those dishes would be fabulous. Eating dinner or having a meal, let's say, is about a social engagement, social interaction with those individuals that you're dining with, and having that ability to connect to people. And so we're not only nourishing ourselves physically, but we're also nourishing ourselves mentally and emotionally. And I think that's really one of the most important things about food.
And don't forget, gotta save room for dessert.
Lemon tart is probably my favorite dessert at Bouchon. I don't know how to describe the lemon tart. It's so satisfying. The silkiness of it, the lightness of it, and the perfect balance of sweet and tart. And lemon tart is a preparation that you have in bistros, and many bistros are really elevated to a very high status because of the quality of their lemon tart. For us to be able to have a bakery connected to Bouchon, number one, obviously we can bake our own bread for for the restaurant, which is such an important part for dinner because bread, French bread, is such an integral part of that meal. But then also, the bakery developed into a place to experience what you would in France, and we have an array of different offerings for our guests. Not only can you have those pastries here at Bouchon, but we do have 3 locations throughout the Venetian hotel where you can also experience that. So we're really proud to be celebrating 10 years here in Las Vegas, and specifically at the Venetian. And thinking about all of the excitement, and I really felt very proud to be here in Las Vegas, and so many people here to support that. And of course, 10 years has gone by like the snap of your fingers.